Hey guys, today I want to talk with you about my first opportunities and my first job interviews in English. After we planned to move to Australia, and how I counted in the last video, we planned to move to another country. We planned to go to Portugal. Portugal was a great opportunity because would be smoothly uh, changed to our family, because obviously the language barrier is less than another country. And I start to looking for um, a new opportunity through the LinkedIn platform. I think it's the most popular in Europe, as Brazil. We use LinkedIn a lot. The company when I'm working at this moment, I found this opportunity out through the LinkedIn too. And I started to talk with the recruiters in LinkedIn and receiving some invited for the interviews. And the first interviews was just in all them in Portuguese, but after 2 or 3 interviews, I received my first question about the recruiters for a little test in English, and the recruiter says to me in that moment, "Oh, can I ask you 2 or 3 questions in English, just to listen your answers and to see how are you comfortable with the language." My first interviews, when I had this kind of question, I noticed the the questions are the same in 3 or 4 interviews, and in that moment, I scripted my answers. I opened the notepad and write the answers. My personal presentation, my professional presentation, and what I want to do and what I like to do in my free time. What is my motivation to go to Portugal? And these questions I write it in this document, and when I I enter it in a whole interview, I open this document in the second display, and I just read, or just has these annotations, like here I have my annotations in my scrapbook, and I do it for don't need I did it for a few times, but 4 or 5 interviews after this, I received an invite to do an English test. Then was my first real conversation in English, really. I talked with a Portuguese teacher in English, obviously, for 40 minutes, 45 minutes. In my first 5 minutes was so hard to me. I think when we are talking with a person was more comfortable, because you through the conversation we are taking calm, and this test was so good to me. I think after this 5-10 minutes in the beginning, I was calm, and I could talk with him about any topics about Brazil, about personally things, about my technician, about my family, about Portugal, about Europe, and the weather, football, a lot of subjects. And I was surprised when I received from him the B2 level. I don't expected that level in that moment. But before this test, I entered in interview in a few days before this, and I had my first choke. My mind froze. I entered in the interview, and the recruiter started to talk with me in English. Well, that surprise factor was incredible. I froze. I froze. For 10 seconds, I stayed frozen in front of camera, and I could talk one word, and I need to restart my brain and start to think in English and talk in English. This I think was my moment, my hardest moment in this process. After this interview and this English test, I switched on the subtitles on Microsoft Teams, and this helps me for few interviews after this, because I just read the subtitles when I need to talk in English. Did my scripted questions and answers. In that moment I don't read anymore, and I started to improving my English. I think these interviews was so important to me in that moment, because it was the moment when I was practicing a really English, a real English. I was talking with the persons about 10 topics. The most part of the interviews was the same questions, but a little bit about of these interviews was with any subjects in interviews. One interview, the recruiter talked to me about AI, what I think about the AI in my work, if the AI can work together the humans, or if it's just a tool, and about the technologies, about the anything about the Europe, the travels, about the tourism, and was a great moment to me, because I just stay practicing day by day, and this is important to us in this moment. I'm using YouTube to do it. I'm talking here, or I'm trying to talk here every whole day, and this is a practicing moment for me. Let me see. Well, in the first interviews, I was not prepared. I suffered because my mental energy, and I suffered with mental fatigue. In my first English test, I was exhausted. I don't know, 45 minutes, but my brain was working in the high level, and when I a level of use of this side of our brain, what I never used it before. I never used it to talk it with a real person in English. I don't remember of this. I just talked with my teachers when I was a kid and a teen, but I never used it to talk in this case. And after this, I had two opportunities when I started to do a process with a company from Germany. And this company of Germany, I was in 3 interviews, and each one I stayed from 1 hour talking in English with him. The same interview, the two first interviews was with one person, and my last interview was a technical interview, and was another people who I don't know in that moment. But these 3 conversations was so good for me. Well, I stayed talking for 1 hour in each one, in each interview, and I think I was prepared, because if the recruiter think, oh, him English level is not so good, they invited me again to conversation, and was so important. Well, my tips for you is practice the speaking, practice talking with real persons, and send your profile for recruiters, and make some interviews. And if you don't want to go out of your company, of your job, actually do the interviews in just for fun, or for just for practice. I think this was so important to me in that moment. I think I was talking better English in that moment than now. I back to talking English now for practice here in YouTube, and this is so important to me. And now I want to thank you for staying here, thank you for watching this content, and please write below in the comments what is your goal if you are practicing your English, you're practicing your speaking skills, writing skills. I'm used to send the link of this video to AI after I sent to YouTube, and the AI send me a report about my communication, about my pronunciation, and they generate 55 phrases and sentences with minimum 6 words each sentence, and I rewrite this sentence, and I speak this sentence to practice again. But these 55 phrases are about things what AI asking me to improve, and send me my mistakes, and I can practice to correct these mistakes. And it's a little tip to you to use to improve too. And well, in this moment, thank you a lot. Thank you for the support. Write here in the comments, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.